St. Lucia, wake up. Good morning, everybody. Now, today we take you to the beach because I'm here with Albert Reynolds. He's a personal trainer, but also a very, very brilliant athlete right here in St. Lucia. And he's also done us very proud. He's been to Grenada for the summer, also been to France. He's brought home the gold. So we're going to really get to know a little bit more about him, of course, highlight his achievements. So we're actually interrupting his training right now. And of course, he's continuing the legacy, training another younger athlete. But Reynolds, thank you for taking the time out,
No problem.
for being here with us. How are you today?
I'm feeling good, feeling real good this morning. Starting off the off-season training, it's been a long enough rest, but we're starting to prepare for next season.
Great. Now, you see, that's what you call dedication. So just tell us about, this summer. We know you've been to Grenada, you went to France. Let's talk about Grenada first. What was going on there? Because I also know you broke some records while you were there.
Yes, my primary focus this past season was to go over to Grenada and get some training done. It would have been, to me, the best place for me to develop as an athlete. I went to Grenada 3 times for the season. It was Grenada Invitational. I threw 75.14 meters. Then I went to the Winston Tide Games in Grenada also. I threw 77.67 meters. And then OECS championships, where I was the defending champion, but I came in second. But I also threw 79.44 meters, a new national record. I was really, really pleased with it. It got me this much closer to trying to qualify for the World Championships, and I also had one more chance. That was in France, and it was expected of me to qualify, but I came a little closer, but not close enough.
All right, but still for that, you went to France, so you came home with a gold medal. Yeah. And let me just add, forgive me for not saying he throws the javelin. I did not even introduce what you do. But so tell us about the experience in France.
It's always a pleasure to go over to France. I mean, a lot of persons when hear France, they think of Paris, the Eiffel Tower and all that. But for me, every year, for the past 3 years, it's been going there, trying to compete, trying to be the best of France. The first year I came in 5th. Last year I came in 3rd, and this year I came in 1st. Went down there. I was all hyped up to qualify for the World Championships, coming there with a personal best of 79. Got into the competition with my Superman shirt and everything, to make a statement, just to keep the hype, keep everything in me. Got into the competition. The wind was ridiculous. The javelin was going crazy. It would change direction of the javelin and all that. Still went into it, tried to hit it hard. Got a best of 78.99 there. This close to qualify. There was this one throw that I hit really, really well, and my hands was all up in the air, saying, yes, this is my ticket to the World Championships, and it just didn't work. The wind just took it and blew it to the other side.
Now, for you, where did sporting begin? When did you start?
Well, I started at the age of 16. Well, for the javelin, I was really interested in the javelin, but I was also more interested in football. This is what I grew up amongst. But having the like for the sport, I always wanted to get the chance to get into it. And at the age of 19, I got my break to represent St. Lucia at the Carifta Games in Turks and Caicos. Luckily, I won. That just boosted everything that I really wanted. I say, hey, I could really do something in this sport. And for the past 10 years, I've been at it. I'm the only St. Lucian over 70 meters. I'm the only one right now who's actually trying to set the bar as high as I can for the other throwers who will come after me.
Now, before we wrap up, as such a well-seasoned and experienced athlete, and of course showing a lot of good disciplines, what would you like to share with any young athletes watching right now, anybody aspiring to get into it, some of the qualities they need or what they need to know to go into this?
Well, for any athlete, I would say to them that, first thing, you need to be able to want to do it for yourself. I know they say country first in everything, but it has to come from you. It has to come from deep within you, that you want to see yourself at the top. You want to see yourself representing the country, because whatever you do, your country will shine. So no matter what I do, St. Lucia will say, oh, he's from St. Lucia, and St. Lucia gets the recognition also. So it needs to come from deep within you, the desire, the passion, the ability not to give up in spite of injuries, what people say. Usually the thing is, people will tell you all the reasons why they could not have made it. They will never tell you the reasons why you can't make it yourself. And that is the thing. So you need to listen to all the reasons why people think you cannot make it, and know your reasons why you can make it.
All right, perfect. So if people want to follow your movements, so of course, if other athletes want to train with you, how can they follow you and reach out?
Well, you could follow my Facebook page, Albert Reynolds. If you want to train with me, you need to come to speak to me. Well, personally, I am not someone that will chase you away, but I am just saying that if you don't have the desire, you don't have the passion, you're not willing to endure, then you will not be able to survive my training. In other words,
Warning. So that's a disclaimer.
yes. So I like people who I don't have to force anything out of. When I don't have to force anything out of you, it makes it easier for you to get better. It makes it easier for me to teach. So as long as you have the passion, you have the drive, you need to test yourself whether you'll be ready to take it to the next level. If you're just starting, then I urge that you continue with your development, your form, practice, and continue that way. And when you get better, believe me, I will see you. Because if you're performing, if you're doing what you need to do, you will. Our paths will cross. So that's what I'm just saying to them.
All right, so that's our early morning message to you. So we're going to let Reynolds go back to his training another athlete here, and we're going to continue enjoying the day. But again, congratulations. This is your official welcome home from us here at DBS as well, and the This Morning family. So he made us proud, brought home the gold, new national record. So there's so much more. And, stories like this needs to be told. St. Lucia, we need to know about that. We have so much talent. Albert Reynolds is here, and there's so many others. So we're going to keep searching for these stories as well and bring you more. Hey St. Lucia, wake up everybody, and good morning to you. This morning is back on. I am Chayla Mendez, your host. I know right now you're thrilled to hear that we're back, and of course it's always my pleasure to share interesting things, amazing people, and today we have a special guest. And yes, I know every guest I do introduce them as special, but that's because it's a fact. I have a very talented musician here with us, Isman Lovins, and he's fresh back home here with us. So this is your official welcome. And how are you today?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
Great. And thank you so much for being here on This Morning. If any of you supported the cause, because we featured that the Salvation Army fundraiser was just on the weekend, Isman was one of the persons that was there with that night of sax and strings. So I'm going to leave you to guess his instrument, but before we're through with this interview, we'll definitely know exactly what, his strength is, what instrument he plays, and why he is such a talented musician. So, since the Salvation Army fundraiser is pretty much, one of the most recent appearances for you being back here on the soil, how was that, and, being part of a meaningful cause?
Well, it was definitely exciting. I mean, this was my first stage performance, so I was nervous and excited at the same time.
Well, first stage performance being back home.
Yeah.
Let's add that.
It's a big thing, especially being at school. I mean, I did a difficult degree, so I didn't spend much time on my instrument. So it took a lot of practice and preparing and making sure I sound decent on stage. So all of that preparing and all of that excitement and people themselves being so excited, especially the organizer Jackie, she was waiting, she couldn't wait for my performance. So all of that pressure too. But at the end of the day, I was very, 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 very happy with the performance. It went well and everything just came through.
Now, based on reviews too, I know you've definitely delivered as well, because I had some friends there, one of which was posting every time somebody was done with their set, I was seeing a post on it on Instagram. So at least, we had that connection there too. So I know you did us proud and you delivered as well. And so how long were you away from home?
Not long, just I did 3 years at KVille.
Mm-hmm.
I studied economics and accounting.
Okay. Oh, and so now you see we're getting to learn another side of you. For you though, where did it begin? Was the sax even your first instrument that you started with?
Well, yes, it was the saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
I come from a musical family. I don't know if you know Jason Lovens, my brother, my eldest brother, Demas James. All these guys.
Okay.
That's my siblings. So, coming up as a child, I'm hearing music in my ear. So, at the age of 13,
Mhm.
13, I picked up the saxophone.
So what made you decide to pick up the sax? Because there's so many instruments to choose from. What drew you to that instrument?
That story kind of funny because my mom and I on a afternoon after school, we always used to watch this show, Steve Harvey show,
Right.
and in the beginning, he has this picture of the saxophone playing, and for some reason that intro to his comedy always had me every time I saw the saxophone. So when School of Music came to Compre, I went to Castries Comprehensive, and they came and promote their program for students to come in and learn an instrument, and I saw the saxophone. I was like, yeah, this is definitely my instrument.
Nice.
And from then I picked it up. Yeah.
Great. So, collectively, it's been about how many years you've been playing the sax for now?
I think it's 10 years now. Yeah.
Nice. So, with your musical journey thus far, what has been maybe one of your most memorable experiences with playing your sax?
My most memorable experience would have to be Main Stage we did with Teddy St. John. And that was my first time on Main Stage Jazz. And I guess the crowd response and all of that, it was just a memorable one. Yeah.
What's your favorite genre of music, by the way?
Wow. My favorite genre of music.
I like that reaction.
I honestly cannot put a finger point on it, but I like fusion jazz a lot, so I would probably stay that.
All right. Now, I asked this deliberately because guess what? It is summertime. There's so much happening, and our good friends as well at Tapas on the Bay are still enticing you not just with the amazing food but with the experience with live musicians. And this Friday Isman is going to be performing, so if you missed out on that fundraiser, here's another opportunity to be in an environment that's relaxed and cool, comfortable, because it's all about Stasson and sax still going on. So you're gonna have your food infused with those ciders in there, and of course you can enjoy the sweet sounds. This time we're gonna have Isman serenading you. So what can St. Lucia expect from your performance this Friday at Tapas?
Well, I'm trying to cater to as many age groups as possible, so I will try to bring in the old and the new music. So I invite in everyone, families, everyone to come out. Yeah.
Great. Now you see, so we just got up close and personal with Isman. So you shouldn't even feel like a stranger. So when you come out on Friday and you're down at Tapas, you can feel free to go hail him up, say hi, because we're all family here. You know how we do it. And of course, now we know his story and what he's pushing for. And like I said, I know through the grapevines and through the feeds on social media, he definitely delivered at that fundraising concert. So now it's all about Stasson and sax. So it's going to be another performance. Come catch him while he's still fresh, just back home. So I think it's going to be a really, really great performance.
Thank
And
you.
what time do you kick off from?
It starts at 7.
Okay, so 7 p.m., not St. Lucian 7 p.m., because then you're going to miss out on the experience, you're going to miss out on his music, and you're going to miss out on that connection. You don't want to be walking in halfway through it. And then, listen, you'll know when food is good, it don't wait for you. So you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure you could call them up at Tapas as well in advance if you want to book a spot, or if not, make sure you're there for 7. Is there anything else you want to let them know about Friday before we wrap up?
I mean, it'll just be a good vibe, so just come out and support.
All right, so you heard it straight from Isman. Make sure you check him out on social media as well. And I'll be looking out for you guys on Friday because I know I need to unwind. It's been a very long week, so we're going to be enjoying our Stas Insiders as well and some sweet music coming from Isman as well. So thank you so much for being here with
Thank you
us.
very much.
And we're going to keep following your journey. Welcome back home again.
Thank you.
All right, St. Lucia. So keep it locked. We'll bring you all. Welcome back, St. Lucia. So we have more action in store for you on Sunday. The official opening ceremony for the Coca-Cola ITF Juniors Tournament kicked off. So we went down today to check out some of the action. Let's see exactly what's happening there. All right, so we're at a pause for a good cause right now. We managed to catch up with Gemma. She is an official here. And that's why I had to say pause. We're not disrupting a game because she has a very important function here with the Coca-Cola tournament. So first of all, Gemma, morning, and how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing well, thank you.
And thank you very much for allowing us to steal just a little bit of your time. But of course, this is for us to help enlighten St. Lucia. And I know you've been involved with it for a couple of years. So how long have you been an official with the Coca-Cola ITF?
I've been an official for approximately 4 years now.
Great. Now, for anybody who's viewing, because right now we want to really understand how the tournament runs. So if you can sort of break it down so even somebody who's never picked up a racket or hit a ball, doesn't know the term, can still just understand really the flow of the competition.
Okay, well, the tournament basically is run with the 14s and the 18s. The 14s, they play short sets, that is the first to four, and the 18s, they play normal tennis, 6 points leading by 2, and basically that's it.
Great. So, with your experience, of course, and this year is the 34th year for the tournament, what is it really that you look out for, especially because, again, you have a really key role with the competition?
Well, this year what we're really looking out for are the gadgets, because you know that a number of gadgets are on the market right now with the watches right now, and so sometimes players may try to sneak in one of those how do you call them? The smart watches, yes. And that's a way in which the coaches can communicate with them while they're on the court, because the player, while they're on court, they're not supposed to have any form of communication with their coaches or parents whatsoever. So this is something that we're looking out for this year.
We have one of the international coaches here with us. We have Alex representing St. Martin. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
All right, and it's such a pleasure to be here with you. How are you enjoying our weather? It's been really hot lately. How's it for you?
It is very hot indeed, but it's even hotter for those players on the court. But they're doing good and they have to get used to it anyway. So
Great. So now, is this your first time as well as your players' first time here?
So it is my first time, but my player came last year already and he enjoyed it, so that's why we came back, and that's also why I came back again with him this season. And as I heard, it's a tournament that is going on for many, many years, and I think it's going to continue for many, many years as well.
Great. Now, for you as a coach working towards competitions of this nature, international ones as well, what does that mean for you as well as, as you groom your players to get ready for competition?
Well, for them it's a beginning of a lifestyle, basically. They put all they have in it, and of course tennis is a tough sport and you're by yourself. You got to travel a lot, you have tournament all over, but St. Lucia is very nice because you have also 2 tournaments going on like close by in the next 2 weeks, and that permits for us, for example, from St. Martin to travel for 3 weeks in a row and be able to play matches and matches and matches during 3 weeks. So it's pretty good.
All right, so action is still building up here. We're at the Boss Tissue grounds, of course. I am here with Jean-Philippe Murray, who is one of our athletes, one of our tennis players representing again. And it's an international tournament. Let me just drive that point home. So first of all, morning, and thank you again for being here with us. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Super. So can I ask you, how long have you been playing tennis for?
I've been playing tennis for 10 plus years.
Great. And those 10 years, every year out of those 10, you've been part of the Coca-Cola tournament, correct?
Yes.
All right. So what do you look forward to? What do you enjoy about the competition?
I enjoyed building relationships and friendships with players mostly.
Great. And of course, for this year, how has it been so far, being out here? I know lately it's been so hot for us too, so I can only imagine that affects you guys as tennis players. But how has the experience been thus far?
It's been a very good experience. I won my first round yesterday but lost even though I had 2 set points. So it's been a good experience and good fight for me, especially in this tournament.
All right, St. Lucia. So we have another player here on the international scene. So we have Andy Sun here with us, representing for Canada, currently living in Phoenix, Arizona, and here in St. Lucia. So how are you enjoying it thus far?
That's not bad. I mean, this nice island, nice place.
Great. Is this your first time participating in the Coca-Cola tournament?
No, it's my third year.
Great. So what do you enjoy about the competition?
It's just like any other tournament, there's good players, so I'm just here to play, I guess.
Great. So what do you love about the sport?
It's hard to say right now. At this point, I think it's kind of more like a job. It's less like a game for me, but yeah.
Great. So are you into doing your tennis full-time? Are you pursuing that as a full-time career? Or?
No, I'm just playing juniors and then going off to college.
All right, great. And how long have you been playing tennis for?
I've been playing tennis for 8 years.
And there you have it, St. Lucia. So like that, we've kicked off the Thursday. This is how I was going to say we wrap up, but really and truly, it is the start to our day. So we are now going to make the day unfold the best possible way. And again, it's always a pleasure to share with you guys, the experiences, these interesting people that we meet, the things that we can do right here in St. Lucia as well. So I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed it, and make sure you show us some love. Go check us out on YouTube. Hit subscribe. You have your phone in your hand right now. I know you do. So pick it up, head to YouTube and search for DBS Morning Show. And then, of course, you have all your favorite shows there. Now, remember, tomorrow is Friday. So we're going to free up. We're going to unwind. We're going to celebrate and make sure we bring in the weekend the right way. And you can only do that if you make sure you tune in tomorrow, 6 a.m., of course, with me, your host, Sheila Mendes, right here. DBS is home base. So we'll see you then.